Zoom, the way you switch between them, the way they can shortcut.
How did you bring that up? Just a back button?
So you just press and hold the back button, and you get a full kind of visual backstack of everywhere you've been.
So you may already said this. How do you get rid of them?
Yeah, so the way you get rid of them is you basically can just keep hitting the back button. Every time, a simpler way to say it is every time you want an app to go into memory, you leave the app by pressing the start button, and now that's zeroed in. So basically, that exact screen that I was on, which is, I mean, it's great because it's a full dehydration of the app, if you will. If you have a half-written text message and you hit the start button, that half-written text message goes into this memory state where it'll be saved for you, and you can get back to it instantly. So you're never popped back to the beginning of an app or whatever, or the middle of the thought that you were writing.
For me to close down that? What can I do that?
Yeah, the way that it works is, consumers. I think we have such a muddy idea of what multitasking is now. I think the consumer benefit is they want to be able to switch instantly and quickly between stuff. The reality is we actually have the applications always in this ready-to-be-resumed state, and if they need to access things like the network or location, we use a number of background agents that developers will see later today that we've offered that allow them to do things like get network traffic. So if you're a Twitter app, you may say, every 30 minutes I'm going to feast on the network so that when you reload or when you switch back to that Twitter app, it looks up to date. You know what I mean? And so to the consumer, it looks like that app's been running the whole time, but you never had an impact on battery life or performance, and your bandwidth, use isn't out of control and things like that. So we wanted to be smart about the ways that all worked together.
So as a developer, you can script stuff to go ahead and pull stuff from the cache location, but in essence, it's being stored in its current state in the memory and then resumed as soon as you.
Yeah, we basically do a bunch of that stuff on the behalf, and so this is getting a little geeky, but we have this thing called I think it's called background services. Mm-hmm. So we can choose which applications use background services. In this case, I have the Flickr app that's actually taking advantage of it right now, where it's going to continue to get new information, maybe to update a tile, or to use location to push me a notification like you saw with the British application, where it's letting me know, hey, you're late, you need to get on the road right now, your boarding pass is available, things like that. So all that's available here, and developers starting today will be able to indicate whether or not they want to take advantage of those background services.
I'm actually going to have to pull Derek in about 2 minutes. We have time for one more question if anybody has any.
What can you get to from SkyDrive?
SkyDrive, it'll let you get to all of your photos, of course. Those just magically show up in your pictures. And then all Office documents, as well as things like PDF, anything that you store that's a document type. So if I go in here, you'll actually see
anything that has an application associated with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. I mean, we didn't go into any level of detail because there is so much and we wanted to focus it. But with SkyDrive, and specifically what we've done with Office, we have the ability to help you find applications. So if I click on something, actually, I'll show you an example. So there actually I have music that's come in. I mean, all that stuff is available. If I go in and find some documents, for instance, let's see what a good example would be. I'm trying to see if there's... I want to find a PDF. That's my point. So let's see here. If I scroll down far enough... perfect. Here's a bunch of PDFs. Okay? PDF, you need a reader for that, right? And so what happens when I tap on this is it'll actually download the PDF dynamically from SkyDrive in this case, and start pulling it down. And it'll actually understand that I need to have a PDF reader for this, and it'll make a suggestion on the application in the marketplace that would be most equipped to open this, which in this case would be Adobe Reader. So applications, when developers are writing, can also specify their file association. So you get a screen that literally says, get the app, to open this file you need the PDF reader. Oh, fantastic, I'll get it. Imagine playing a YouTube clip, and it says, hey, to play this you actually need the YouTube app. Things like that. So yeah, all of those documents, music, stuff like that will show up inside of the SkyDrive experience.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Great.
Thanks.